Welcome back to a new video here today. What do we got planned? Today is Monday, but you're watching this on Tuesday, and I've been slacking on editing during the weekends, and I haven't filmed anything in a long time, so I'm going to use some footage that I got Sunday. That was yesterday, but today is Tuesday. In reality, I'm in the future.
What I tell you for the culture!
Or whatever. I don't know. But we're gonna go edit some footage of the skateboarding and then throw it up on the YouTube. And I'm gonna do make another tie-dye sweatshirt. I'm not gonna explain on how I do it. I'm just gonna do it, and let's see where the day takes us. The squirrels, they're everywhere. Welcome. This is my office. This is where I mostly do all my editing and not most of my editing and all of the music production that you hear down below in the audio, and all the music and beats I make. And this is where it takes place, out here in the back. I don't even know what this building was a long time ago. When I found it, it was filled up with junk to the ceiling. And how long ago was that? About I have to say 5 years ago. And when it all started, I had a little table right here where the shelf is at to set my computer and a microphone. But now we have the booth right here. I built this booth behind me with this drop cloth. It's totally not soundproof, but it's sound dampened. So it's I can get real good audio in here for voiced overs, or anybody that want to come over and lay down vocals on a track. So this is where I do most of my editing. 5 years ago it was okay. It was a shithole, excuse my language, but that's what it was. But then remodeled that house, and I came out here, and everything that was where I lived before in my bedroom is out here now. So it's this is my sanctuary, this is my spot, this is where I create, this is my creative space. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This is my creative space. This is where I do everything like I just said. Editing, music, beats, anything. Go back, subscribe to the channel, and go back on the timeline, and you'll find couple videos out in here. I have some videos in here of me rapping and making music a couple of years ago. So I forget what I called those videos, but if you subscribe to the channel and lurk in the videos, you probably could find it. If you record on multiple cards, my suggestion is, so I got 2 cards here, you grab a dual card reader. I don't know where I got this. My mom got it for me. She goes, because I just said one day, I was I wish I need to have a slot so I could put 2 cards in, because sometimes I record on 2 cards. So one has the footage of talking like this, and the other one would have B-roll footage on it. But the other day I went out skateboarding, and we're gonna record. Yesterday, like I said, I went skating yesterday. Got some tricks. I'm gonna make a little video out of it, and then save the footage for skate part at a later time. But it's nowadays it's okay to reuse footage, so I'm just going to reuse footage. I use Final Cut Pro, and now we're up to Final Cut Pro 10. I opened up Final Cut Pro. Some people may call it, a glorified iMovie. I don't call it a glorified iMovie. I do use iMovie sometimes, but what I do when I use iMovie for, what do I use it for? I just said it. Instagram. Or if I'm just doing, that's mostly for Instagram. I use iMovie for Instagram because most of the time my Instagram stuff is stuff from my videos for YouTube or skateboarding from a long time ago, and it's already been edited, and I drop it into iMovie so I can make it into the right file that can download it onto my phone. When I use Final Cut, this is what I do. I always use the same project folder. So I have a folder called YouTube, or what is this one called? It's probably Untitled. Yeah, this is the Untitled folder because I forgot to name it. But some people go in and do everything. They name all their clips, name their folders, name everything, have everything organized. I'm the unorganized one, and I don't name my clips. I just, when I go through the footage, when I import the footage, I know what goes where and what goes where and what is what. It's just on how you film things while you're filming them. That's why there's all this footage in here. So what I do, because it's old footage, I just select all of it except for these tracks. I select all of it and I just move it to the trash. And then there you go, you got an empty slate. What I do when I import the footage, we just import the footage. So I'm going to import the footage, and then I'm going to go back to what I was talking about on why I use Final Cut and I don't like using any other thing, because I've been using Final Cut, like I said, for like 15 years and I'm not going to ever change. What I do, so I learned this YouTube videos, you know, you're editing something and you're stuck on it. This is what I learned. So I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna put an in and out point on this. So this one is gonna be like a little thing before I put like my intro. Here's what I do. This is why I like Final Cut. I don't know about the other ones, but I know this one you can save presets. Like, so I color graded something a while back and I kept that and I named it something else. So I named it, I have color 1, color 2, I have one for the garage, I have one for in here, and I have one for outside. So that's what I like about Final Cut, because I can color grade something one time and choose the right and save the settings, and then go and figure out which one works for the best for this clip. And then I copy this clip, and then when I copy the clip, I go up to File and actually Edit, and then because I haven't copied it yet, so it takes time, it takes less time to edit this way. So you copy the clip after you've done color grading everything, and then you go up to this thing called, in your edit window, and you paste effects. And then when you paste effects on the clip, it won't copy the clip over the clip. So if you did like a trick and then you want to have this same color effect on the other clip, but you don't want to go color grade that whole other clip, you can go to that one clip that you already color graded, hit copy clip, and then go to your edit window and then paste effects onto the clip that you just edited, and put your in and out points, and you put it in the timeline, and it will look exactly the same as the other clip. So you don't have to go back and forth and edit each little detail. The details are already edited and it's copied and pasted. Simple. Now we're all done editing with the Final Cut Pro. I gave you a little tip and a little highlight into how I edit. People do it differently. People do things different all the time. They get the same outcome. Doesn't matter what you edit with. I prefer Final Cut. That's just me. I've been using it for like 15 plus years, and I've never used anything else, and I don't feel like buying a new program and trying to relearn something when I already mastered something. Just like the MPC Studio that I use, it's a digital MPC. If you don't know what an MPC is, Google it. Not mastered it yet, but I know how to use it well, and I don't want to get another new drum machine or nothing like that, because I know how to use it. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. Making this video freestyle. I have no ideas of what I was going to do today, so I'm just doing it on the fly. And this is where I upload my videos. It's nowhere fancy. I don't do it out there because I don't get internet way back there, and if I have to use the internet, I use the hotspot on my phone, but I don't want to have my phone connected back there at all times, just so, you know, I could upload a video. Need the phone on me just in case if somebody calls or something happens, you know. So this is like a first world problem, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not trying to complain that I have to walk 50 feet that way and 50 feet back. I'd rather have my computer in here in my house at all times because it gets too cold out there. Like the MPC and my monitor and stuff are out there, but I feel more comfortable with my computer out here or in the house other than in the studio. It's okay if I go out in the studio. Like, I usually make beats Saturday mornings. That's the thing that I do. I make beats Saturday mornings. It's not like something that I plan. It's just something that I do. I make beats on Saturday mornings. It's weird. I'll go out there Saturday morning, make a beat, you know, sit on it, and then come back like Saturday night and then listen to it again and then leave it in there. I call it like the marinating point. Like like it's basically a skeleton of the beat. Then I'll go back and fine tune the sounds, fine tune the levels of like how high I want the drums to be hitting, how hard I want the bass to hit, you know, how EQ the sample of how much it's how higher than the drums it is, how lower than the drums it is, you know, just simple stuff like that. I don't like doing it all at once. I like coming back to beats. I like making beats, so I'll make 2 or 3 beats Saturday morning, 2 or 3, boom, and then come back with new ears. Because when you start, because I make beats on those monitors, I don't EQ anything in my headphones anymore because I have my own space. So shit's hitting hard, boom boom, bass is hitting because I like my bass to be hitting. So I make the beats, let it marinate, come back next couple hours, listen to it with new ears, refresh the ears, and if shit's hard, it's hard. If the beat's not, I don't get this. If I make a beat and I don't get the same vibe to it when I made it, I scratch it. But if I make a beat and I get the same vibe from when I first made it, I'll keep it. So I'm gonna upload the video, then we're gonna go make sweatshirts. Basically, you just it's starting to turn out looking like tie-dye, but it's just a different way of doing it. I should have wore gloves because my hands are all green and blue, or that other color that they wear, the Seahawks color. I don't know what it's called. It's almost like a lime green and blue. So I'm doing a limited amount of these ones and see if people hop on the bandwagon, because they hopped on the bandwagon for the other ones. So this is just another style of doing it. So we're out here. See, I'm already getting a little winded from painting. I should be wearing a mask too. I'm telling you all these tips and tricks and I'm not doing none of them. So I'm gonna start doing the tips and tricks that I tell you, and then we're gonna be out here again Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you know, this is what I do during my days, little day in the life deal. So again, I want to say thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and again, we're out here those days. Check out the link down on the website too. If you like these, follow me on Facebook. You can find them on the Facebook shop page. I post them there. I post them on eBay, and I'll put the link, or go down to my Instagram and post them on Instagram. The link's down below. So if you're into this stuff and you live in the greater Washington area and you want to look, you know, different than a Walmart brand type of sweatshirt, or you want to be, you know, everybody can go to Fred Meyer and buy the same Seahawks hoodie. Everybody can go to Walmart, buy the same Seahawks hoodie. If you want to be standing out from the crowd, hop on one of these if you're a Seahawks fan. So again, I want to say thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and we're out here those days that I already said. So until then, peace out. Hmm?